I'm Dorothy Godin, broker with Remax Crown Realty, and welcome to Thursday Thoughts. Well, we're getting ready for the spring market, and we have noticed in the month of March that certainly sales are brisk. We're seeing multiple offers again. About 50% of everything is selling at or above list price, and all price ranges in the month of March did very well. So this is a good sign. We definitely need more listings, that's for sure. So let's talk about listings. What I want to talk about today is things I don't want to see when I have a client who has their house for sale. A little bit of this is about staging, but it's more than staging. So I do not want to see personal pictures. I also am a fan of, I know there's a big trend in your kids' rooms to have their names, sometimes they have wooden or stencil their names on the walls. And I personally, I do not want potential buyers to know anything of your personal information. So I don't want people to know what your kids' names are. I just think it's a privacy issue. It's part of also neutralizing the house so that, the buyers can, feel that, they're moving into their home. So take down personal pictures, anything with names. I'm also big on any kind of certificates of achievement, which, I know are wonderful and we want to show them off. But I believe that if buyers walk through houses and they see certificates, they make assumptions about who you are and your financial situation. So I like those personal certificates to be put away for showings. Anything of value that is pocketable, of course, I want taken out of the house. So if you have very expensive jewelry or even, expensive artwork, I would rather for showings that they're not around. Any medication, particularly those that are highly addictive, should be put in a bag and taken out when there's showings for sure. Any kind of personal documents should be put away. So people often have their home offices and they have all kinds of documents all over their desk. If you have a filing cabinet, put your personal documents in the filing cabinet and lock it up. And it's not that we have a problem in Sudbury. We definitely do not have a problem in Sudbury. But why would you leave all these things out for people to see? It's none of anybody's business what your personal business is. So I would, if you have the ability to lock up any personal items and don't leave things out that have your accounts on them. Um, so just make sure that all those things are put away. If you have a safety box in your house, I would hide it or disguise it because, having one is just telling people that you have something of value in the house. And again, not that we have a problem, but better to be safe, right? Keep emotions out of our descriptions. So often you'll see people talk about, oh, the neighbors are great, the schools are great. These things are very subjective. You may love your neighbor, but the new buyer may not really get along with your neighbor. Excuse me. In terms of like school districts, that school might have been great for you and your children and your family, but for the new buyer, it may not be. So very, very careful about just putting out facts and not putting in emotions. If we have any kind of distress situation, let's try to showcase the house to not show that there is a distress, a life-changing experience happening here. So the one thing that comes to mind is a divorce case where one party leaves and half of the closets are empty, the vanities half empty. If something is happening, let's make sure we spread out everything and it doesn't look like there's a divorce situation here or any kind of distress situation. A big for me is if you have your house for sale, do not be there. Do not be present as a seller. So don't come to your open house if you're having an open house. Make sure that, kids, pets, everybody's gone. It's very, very awkward for the buyer to walk into a house and enjoy the house and see themselves in it when the seller is there. And often, it's just very awkward, and you'll see when the seller's there, the showings go very quickly. And I know sellers, they just want to be helpful. They want to talk about the history. They want to talk about, things they've done on the house. And perhaps there's opportunity for that after there is a firm deal and the buyer and the seller can meet to go through some instructions and directions. But during the showing opportunities, it's best that there's no one there. I hope you find this helpful. As always, you can reach me at Dorothy Godin at remax.net or 705-561-2360. We're seeing more listings come on the market, but we sure need a lot more. So if you're thinking of moving, please reach out. Have a great week.